Hello, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you so much for joining me today. I bring you free video tutorials here on my YouTube channel. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, so all the products I use are from Stampin' Up. And if you'd like to purchase anything, you can pop down to the link below to my online shop, and all the products I use will be linked as well. So you can just tap on the link, go straight through to them in my shop. Today we are going to be making this card, which is one I showcased on my blog a couple of days ago, and it's in a set of 3. What have I done with the other 2 cards? I'm using this stamp set. Now this stamp set is hidden away a little bit in our mini catalogue. This is the January to June mini catalogue, and on page 88 here at the back is this stamp set. It's not really very obvious, and that's because it's not a normal stamp set in that you can just buy it. You have to earn stamping rewards. So if you spend £150 on your order, you'll earn £15 of stamping rewards, and you can then spend £12 of those buying this set. So essentially it's free. If you spend over £150, this set will be free, and then you'll have another £3 to spend. And it's just such a lovely eclectic set. It's got so many different elements that I just thought it made lovely cards. And I had a little play, came up with 3 different cards. There's loads more you could do with it. So I made these 3 cards, which I featured on my blog on Sunday, and just thought I would start showing you how I made them. So I'm going to start with this one, which is probably the simplest. It uses the big leaf image and this little sort of floral spray image, I guess, and I made mine in soft sea foam, but today I'm going to use one of our brand new in colours. Now our in colours, I've got them all here, are beautiful this year. So the colour that we're going to use is soft succulent, and then we have posh pink, is it? I'm trying to think of the colours. It's pale papaya, fresh freesia, evening evergreen, and I'm trying to think what the pink is called. I think it's called, if I can quickly find something that will tell me. Polished pink. There we are. I knew it began with the P. Polished pink, soft pale papaya, fresh freesia, evening evergreen, and soft succulent. And today we're going to use soft succulent, which is a lovely, lovely green. I really quite like it. So what we're going to do to start with is we are going to cut this down to a card blank. If I could find my trimmer. There it is, hiding behind me. So we're going to cut this down so that it's 15. So I'm lining up the edge of my card to my 15 mark here, and then cut that. Get my scoring blade out of the way, and then I need my scoring blade because I'm going to come back and I'm going to score at 10.5. So this was an A4 piece of card that I've cut down to 15, and now I've scored it at 10.5. So I've got a lovely card blank there ready. And then I need 2 pieces of Whisper White, one of which I want to be, so you can see my borders here. That's about 3 millimeters. So I'm going to cut that down. I might do it slightly, so there's a slightly bigger border. Should I? No, actually. I'm going to do it at 14.2, so it'll have a border of 0.4 all the way round. So I'm going to do it at 14.2, and then instead of 10.5, I'm going to do 9.7. And that'll give me a border of 4 millimeters all the way around. And then I'm going to do a smaller panel to go inside the card, which is going to be 13.5, no, 14. I'll do it 14, so slightly smaller, 14 by 9.5 to go inside. And that's all the cutting that we need to do. I'm going to put that one out of the way so I don't use it by mistake. Put them out of the way. So here's my card blank. Just bring in my bone folder, give that seam a nice press to make it nice and crisp, like so. And then this panel, hopefully, if we've got my measurements right, will layer quite nicely onto there. Can you see? Quite a nice border there. Okay, I'm just going to go round it with my bone folder to just press down the lip that you get from using the trimmer, just to make it nice. Before I glue it down, I'm going to do the stamping, and I just did random stamping with the leaf stamp here, just all over, just filling in the spaces. So I just realised I need that little floral one as well, so I just need to have a bit of a hunt over here. That's not it. I've got all my stamps I use mounted up, but I forgot I needed that one. There it is. I'm in a bit of a hurry today. We're off out to see my youngest daughter very soon, and I just wanted to do a quick video before we go. Right, I want a scrap piece of paper because I don't want to ruin my grid paper. So a scrap piece of paper on there, and then I need so I've got all the in colour stamp pads here. Absolutely gorgeous. I love these three and this green. I'm not so keen on this very dark green, but I'm sure it's got a place. But I love the other three, really. I find it hard to differentiate which ones I love more. This is called Soft Succulent, and I'm going to take my big leaf, and I'm going to start by doing a big leaf up here in the top here. Oh, lovely colour. Liking that a lot. I don't think I've stamped with this green before. Just do one so they can all hang off the side. Doesn't really matter. Where should we do this one? We'll do this one here. So you can just piece it together. I'm going to do this one. This one might actually, the whole stamp might go on the card with this one. Just about. So you can just twist it round to fill in the spaces, and just makes a lovely background. I just thought it was really pretty, and of course you can do it in any colour. So if you're needing DSP, patterned paper in any colour, you can just use this technique. There we go. Lovely. So quick and easy to do. I'm just going to do a little bit in the corner here, and then another little bit here. Or should I do this bit? There we go. And that's our panel. We need another little bit on the side there, so you can just judge, just keep adding as much as you want to until you think you've got enough. There we go. Yeah, that filled in that space nicely. There we go. That's all we need to do with that. I will need this in a minute to do a greeting, but we'll leave that for now. Right, this is going to mount on here, but not until after I've put some ribbon on. Now, I'm hoping this is going to go. I have got the new ribbon. We've got coordinating ribbon, which is lovely. This is quite see-through though, and I wanted something a bit more solid, so I'm using some mint macaron ribbon, and I don't think that's a million miles away from this colouring. The cardstock is different, but actually the ribbon actually matches quite well, so I'm going to use that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some tear and tape, if I can find my tear and tape. And with my ribbon, I tend not to wrap it over the edges. So you might want to wrap it around the edges. I tend to try and just trim it. So I'm going to do it about there. I'm just going to put a strip of tear and tape overlapping at the edges a little bit. I can tear that off because it's great because you don't need to cut it. Then take my tweezers to get the backing off there. And so are you all looking for... Torn that off now. Oh, that's because that was bent over. Is that going to stick? I might need to put another little bit on there now. Let's just sort that out, because that's not going to... I need it to be stuck down really well at the edges if you do this method, because you don't want it coming up. So I'm just going to take another little bit of tear and tape. Just do that edge bit again. There we go. Just because I don't want it lifting at the edges, because otherwise it will fray and won't look so good. Like I say, you could wrap it round if you wanted to. I tend not to. Right, and I'm just going to lay my ribbon over there, slightly overlapping. Stuck to my spare sheet because I had a bit of leftover. And then I'm just going to take my snips and trim. And because it's got tear and tape, it should prevent it from fraying, because the tear and tape will hold all the loose fibres down as well. Right, let's get rid of that and that. So that's my panel. Oh, I've got it stuck to my finger. And then that's going on there. It's quite a nice colour, this, isn't it? Quite liking this colour. And this is quite a quick and easy little card. And actually, what's really nice about it is it's suitable for men as well. Oh, I didn't do the infills. Just realised I didn't do the little infill stamp, did I? That's why it's looking a bit bare. I kept looking and saying it thought it looked a bit bare. So we can do that now. It's down on the mat. So let's take this little stamp. I am in a bit of a muddle today. I'm trying to do too many things all at once, and not succeeding very well at any of them. Right, I'm just going to fill in. But like I always say, you know, you get my videos warts and all, so, and it just shows you that you don't have to be perfect when you're crafting. Just be careful not to press this down too much, because the edges of the red rubber may catch, and I've just caught it just a slight little bit there. So I'm trying not to do that again. And what I might have to do is some little disguise of that now. Where else could one of these go? This just fills in the spaces really nicely, this little stamp. It's a really useful little filler. I really quite like it. Let's turn that round that way. Is that enough? Anywhere else where you think I ought to put one? Do you think up here? Is that enough? I think probably yes. Okay, so now what do we need to do? We need to do our message now. So I'm going to punch, I've got a piece of Whisper White here. So I'm going to stamp my message, which is taken from the 4 Seasons floral stamp set. And again, I can't find where it is. 4 Seasons floral. So you'll have to believe me, it's just a little thank you. But you can use any thank you that fits in the oval punch that's in your stash. That would be fine. And stamp it. It's always easier to stamp and then punch if you can, because you can position it. So here's our, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off, otherwise I'm going to waste too much of my Whisper White. So I'm just going to cut this off. I'm going to give myself a bit of a handle. So if I put it in like that, that would have cut that bit as well, and I don't want that in white, I want that in the soft succulent. So just position this. I've cut it a little bit too thin. Oh no, it's the wrong one. No, I haven't. There we go. Oh my goodness, what a disaster. Hey ho, I hope you're all laughing along with me. There we go. Hold it and punch. There we go. Makes a really nice little thank you card. This, and then a little bit of our soft succulent, and this time you can just put it in and just punch out that one that you want, like so. And then mount that on there. And I've used the opal rounds, they're called, from the spring catalogue on this card, but actually I've actually got some of the new jewels, so I might use a couple of the coordinating jewels on this one. Go. So where's the right colour? Here we go. So I've got, Jez and I do a share, so I've got half a pack of things. So these are the soft succulent ones. I'm just going to use one of these on here. And now you could use the opal rounds again if you wanted, or just clear gems. You could just use the basic rhinestones if you wanted to. And that just needs to mount on some dimensionals there. Really nice, really like this card. So I'm going to use some big dimensionals. I flip from one to the other about using big or small, but for this I'd like quite a nice chunky layer on the back, so I'm going to use the big ones. And they're a bit easier to handle as well, not so fiddly to get the backs off. But the little ones are very useful as well. I have a pack of both, and in fact I'm just on my next order, I've ordered the black ones because I found if I was doing black card it looked much nicer. You didn't catch a glimpse of white underneath. And I did have a pack of black ones. I think I must have thrown them out by accident. I can't find them anywhere. So there we go. And that's that done. But then we need to just take our panel for the inside of the card. And I'll just show you what I did on this one. Just punched another leaf with some little sprays around it. So let's bring this back. Bring my stamp back. So you don't need to print the whole stamp if you don't want to. You can just stamp part of it. It's just to echo the stamp through your card. So just a bit going off at the corner and then back with the little one. I'll just undo a couple, I think. Just one there and one there. And then that just glues inside and we're done. Very quick and easy little card. Really like this green. I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of this green. I'm a bit funny about greens generally. Oh, I haven't done my bone folder trick with this, so I'll just go round it and do that. This was the panel that we cut a centimetre smaller. So it's going to have a slightly bigger border than the one on the front. There we go. A little bit of Tombow. Yeah, I think this green is going to turn into one of my, it's going to place Pear Pizzazz for me, I think, because I use Pear Pizzazz an awful lot as quite a not a too in your face green, but not too soft and not too pale. And this one just does the trick as well, except it's a bit more sagey green, which I quite like. So there we are. 2 lovely thank you cards in different shades of green, but very similar. And I like them both a lot. I really like them. I love this leaf stamp. And can you see, I don't know if you can see, it's a red rubber stamp. So it stamps absolutely beautifully. Really, really crisp, clear images. I really love it. It's really, really nice. I must stop using really. That's it from me today. Thanks for watching. Sorry for all the mess ups and the missing items and whatever, but I hope you managed to follow. And I hope you might give it a go. And I hope you might be inspired to, you know, up your order a little bit just so that you could get this stamp set, because it really is lovely. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll be back soon. Cheers. Bye.